Good morning from Lafayette High School in Lexington, Glycod.com on the air for the 11th Region Tournament selections. I'm Chris Labar along with former Dunbar head coach Murray Garvin. It's great to have you here, and Murray, certainly a lot at stake here in the next hour.
Oh, man, this is like Selection Sunday for the big dance. The 11th Region Tournament, it's a great atmosphere. It's a great opportunity for teams to advance their programs to the ultimate goal of making it to the Sweet 16.
So all girls, all boys fields will be determined today. The exact matchups, the girls' quarterfinals will start on Monday, and the boys' quarterfinals will start on Tuesday. Dallas Kingsolver is the chair on the committee, and we'll toss things over to him here in just a little bit. And Murray, you've been involved in these meetings. These are big games, and you certainly feel the tension or perhaps anxiety from some of these coaches.
Yeah, it's a little anxiety. You want to know who you're playing, where you're playing, what's the matchup. You're talking to another coach in the room saying, hey, can you give me a scouting report? It's a lot that goes into this.
Well, thanks you so much for joining us today. We will chat with a couple of coaches after the meeting. We expect this to end in the neighborhood of 11 o'clock, and we look forward to having some more dialogue with both the winning and losing coaches from district action. Before we get to that, your thoughts on the district action last night here in Lexington?
Oh, it was outstanding. I mean, both districts here in Lexington were competitive games. You had Lexington Catholic defeat LCA on the boys' side. You had Tates Creek girls capture a district championship last night. Really happy for their program and Coach Costner there. And then on the boys' side in the 42nd district, you had Douglas. Douglas is playing the best basketball of the season in postseason play. And then on the girls' side, you had Frederick Douglass, basically sweep the 42nd district. So it's a lot of great basketball, a lot of great coaches in the room. You have state championship coaches in the room, numerous regional titles in the room. So I look forward to a great morning.
We will take a quick pause and turn things over to Dallas Kingsolver. More coverage. Thanks for joining us. We'll be right back.
Paramedics do the incredible. They help save lives. And so can you by donating at CSL Plasma. Your plasma donation can help create 24 critical life-saving medicines. And you can be rewarded for your generosity. Every plasma donation can do so much for so many. Do the amazing. Help save lives. Donate plasma today at your local CSL Plasma Center.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Back live to Lafayette High School. Dallas Kingsolver, the AD here, will begin things momentarily. Again, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, while we wait for Dallas to start the meeting, there's coaches that slept very little last night. Either you're coming off a championship or a disappointing loss in the district, and you're just wondering. So, like you said, there's a lot of anxiousness, nervous energy in the room.
So the girls will be up first, and we'll talk more about, of course, the matchups and all that. But before we can get to that, this is what everybody's come to see, the brackets being revealed, and certainly so much to be determined leading in to next week.
Right. Now, each district winner has a home game, and then it will move to Dunbar. Well, it's the first time in several years that this tournament's going to end up being hosted at a high school instead of EKU or a larger arena.
Champ Ligon entering the fray with his Chick-fil-A cup.
I says, he living out in Shelby County? Is he living in Louisville? What's he doing? You got stuck in that second line over and couldn't get out. All right, if y'all want to listen up, we'll go ahead and get started. Thank you for showing up this morning. My name is Dallas Kingsolver. I'm the AD here at Lafayette. If you need anything throughout the tournament, starting Monday through the following Tuesday, the back page of that agenda there the third to last page, I put the brackets on the back, has my number, has my assistant AD's numbers. Michael Kinney is going to help with being the tournament manager, and then Damon Kelly's numbers on there as well for Dunbar. So if you need anything over the next week or so, just feel free to reach out, give me a call, shoot me an email. It is what it is. I can get it taken care of and help you out. I'm going to go through some things in the agenda real quick before we get to the draw. Real quickly, most of you can read, I'm assuming. So you can see the tournament schedule there is number 2. You've seen it in email as long as your AD sent it to you. I sent it out to the ADs a couple times. The first round will be tomorrow or Monday for girls at the district winners, Tuesday for boys at the district winners, and then we will start the semifinals and finals at Dunbar. You can see the schedule there. Admission. Our bylaws in the 11th region state that we can't charge any more than $7. All the complaints I get about GoFan throughout the years have been the fee that they have to pay. So we are going to charge $8 with no fee. We're just going to cover the fee. That way the consumer doesn't think they're paying a fee. It's going to be the same price that they've paid in the past. They've always had to pay $8. One just went to GoFan. Now they'll think they're paying $8 for the game, and one doesn't go to GoFan when in the end it does. But I feel like for the consumer, for the fan, it makes it easier for them to buy tickets on GoFan when you don't have a fee on it, because that's the main complaint that I get about GoFan. So it's going to be $8. Kids 5 and under are free. First round games, hosted by district winners. GoFan tickets. So as soon as we make the draw today, I'm going to set the GoFan links up and have them emailed out to you and your ADs. If your district does not allow complete GoFan, I understand that. If you have to have a cash box, you can see there it says, if your district requires a cash sales option of tickets for first-round games, please mail me that check. Let me know the amount in an email. Mail me the check within a week so we can get it into the account, and that way everybody can get their money at the end of the tournament in a timely fashion. Referee sheets. I'm going to run all of the referees through my Lafayette Arbiter account. Our assigner is from the 6th and 7th region. He's going to send all referee sheets to me. I will email it to your ADs. There's their responsibility, your responsibility. I don't know how your school does it, but make sure we get that referee sheet signed for Monday and Tuesday and back to me so I can put it in and we can get them paid through Arbiter Pay. I'm going to pay everybody through Arbiter Pay and then reimburse Lafayette for that money instead of having to write a $110 check to 42 different officials. So make sure we get that referee sheet back to me in a timely fashion. Semifinals and finals hosted at PLD. You can see the boys semifinals games will be Saturday at 12 and 4. Please let your fan base know that the gym will be emptied in between games. If they want to go to the 12 o'clock game and the 4 o'clock game, it will require 2 tickets. 1 ticket does not get you into all the games on Saturday. There will be three different tickets on Saturday. Boys semifinal number 1, boys semifinal number 2, and then the girls championship. So it'll be 3 different GoFan links to buy tickets. Passes, we're still working on those. I think we've got them completed. Participating teams, you're going to receive 40 participant passes. Make sure you get this for me before you leave. Those 40 include players, coaches, team personnel, admin, etc. Must have one of these participant passes to enter through the gate. Non-participating teams, if you're here for your boys and your girls did not make it, make sure you grab 10 guest passes before you leave. Non-participating teams and boys and girls will both receive 10 passes, good for all the sessions. So when you come into Dunbar, the main door will have a gate, and then the side door over by the football stadium will also have a gate. Both gates will accept passes. No need to worry about a pass gate. Just come in. They're going to hole punch. You can see it says first round, semifinals, finals. And we made these before we realized we were going to move the semifinal game to 2 sessions. So they'll just punch semi and they'll punch finals for the 2 semifinals. My gate workers know that. They're going to punch the word semi for the 12 o'clock, punch the word finals for the 4 o'clock game for the boys. Officials, as I mentioned, coming from the 6th and 7th region. Game logistics, same as always. Going to be a 25-minute warm-up, no balls until 25 minutes on the clock. Water will be provided, unlike EKU. You don't have to bring your own water. We have Damon said they have enough coolers and enough ice and everything over at Dunbar to make sure you have waters on your bench. 15-minute halftime. Balls will be provided for warm-ups. Supervision, make sure your ADs and admin see that. Band, if your band plans to come, let me know. You'll see in the section here in a minute. The student sections, the visiting team will be directly across from the visiting team, and the band will be above it. The home team, the student sections, will be behind the home bench and the band above it. Caddy corners, they'll be in the entrance end for the visitors, the end zone seat end for the home team. So let me know if your band's coming, and we'll make sure to save those seats. Cheer and dance, they'll be admitted through the gate with their uniforms on. Make sure that you tell them they have to have their uniforms on. Please let me know in advance if your dance team plans on performing at halftime. We can work that out, and they can perform. Media coverage. We've had some questions about media coverage this year. It's always been prep spin in the past. The way we do the media coverage for the 11th region tournament is we send out an email asking for bids. So I send it out to 3 or 4 streaming companies that are here in the Lexington area, Richmond area, so forth. They, in return, send bids to us. We look at those bids, and we pick which one is financially the best for us. And it's a new regime this year. Glycod is taking over the streaming business for the 11th Region Basketball Tournament. If you would like details as to why Glycod got the bid and not Prep Spin, feel free to ask me. But financially, it was an easy decision for the 11th Region, for all of your teams, for all of your athletic departments. The tournament draw order here in a minute when we do it's going to be 44, 41, 42, 43. Rotates each year. All tournament team, same as always, first round 1 athlete, second round 2, runner-up 3 athletes, champion 5, including the MVP. Once you have lost in the region tournament, please email me your all-tournament selection. I don't want to have to hunt you down to get an all-tournament selection. I know you're frustrated. I know you're upset. Give it a day or two. But once you've lost in the regional tournament, please email me your all-tournament team selections. Trophy presentations. Trophy presentations will take place following the championship games. Nets will be cut down and game balls will be offered to the winning team. Also, the regular season 11th Region Awards will take place on semifinal Saturday. I'm working that schedule with the guy at Sayre that does that, the head coach at Sayre that takes care of 11th Region Awards. There will be a halftime, another halftime, and maybe after a game. We will let your players know who made the 11th Region team when they need to show up to receive their award. We'll do girls, we'll do boys, then we'll probably do coaches and referees at halftime, and then after one of the semifinal games. Division of Profits, you can see there. I actually skipped rosters and locker rooms. Postseason rosters will be taken from KHSAA. Make sure you have those updated. Locker rooms will be assigned upon arrival. The only concern with locker rooms will be Thursday night for the girls' semis. We haven't figured out, but make sure you get with myself or Damon Kelly or Michael Kinney or Todd Reynolds or John Lawson. We will know where you're supposed to go. So when you arrive on Thursday night, find one of us. We'll have them marked, but if you don't know where you're going in Dunbar's gym, you won't be able to find it. So make sure you find one of us when you get there, or email me. I can probably email you ahead of time. Damon has those already set. So he has them set for home team, visiting team, not who's coming. Division of Profits you can read on your own. Seating I kind of went over. You can read on your own. The next page over has the tournament manager contact information. Like I said, if you need anything, feel free to reach out to any of us. We would do our best to help you out with whatever you may need. So if you go to the next page, it's the brackets. We'll start with the girls' bracket. We'll go ahead and do the draw. Yes. I will ask. I don't see any problem with that. I don't know if it's something that we have set in a bylaw that we would have, but I don't think so. But I'll ask and find out. How many minutes would coaches prefer? Okay. Okay. Yep. I would definitely ask. I don't think it's something, it might be something I can change myself and just be like, but I want to make sure first before I say, yeah, we can go 35 minutes. Yeah, I'll ask. Hey, I'm going to find out today. I'll find out today. No, I understand completely. I understand. Yeah, I will send an email out. The problem is the emails I send out go to your ADs. I will look up and try to put together an email with all the coaches on it because I know sometimes your ADs do not communicate real quickly with you. So I will try to look up an email with all the coaches involved. I will find out today, and I will send that out. Any other questions before we do the draw? All right, girls bracket. Mr. Reynolds over here is going to keep a live tally. You can write it down on your own as well, but he will keep it up here if you want to take a picture of that when he's done. Have 4 appeals in here. We would draw 44th District first, which is Madison Central, the 44th District champion. Number 3. Franklin County, 41st District champ. Number 1. Frederick Douglass, 42nd District champ. Number 4. Which leaves Tates Creek, 43rd District champ, number 2. Pulling the opponent from Madison Central. Great Crossing will be the 1. Henry Clay will be the 2. Henry Clay. That's not right? Why? I looked at the top. I'm sorry. I looked at the top. So it'll be between Great Crossing and Lafayette. Great Crossing will be the 1, Lafayette will be the 2. Great Crossing. Drawing the opponent for Franklin County, Madison Southern will be the 1. Henry Clay will be the 2. One, Madison Southern. Therefore, Frederick Douglass will play Lafayette. Tates Creek will play Henry Clay. Everybody got a picture of it, needs a picture of it, written it down. All right, on to the boys' draw. Drawing order will be Madison Southern, Great Crossing, Douglass, Lexington Catholic. Madison Southern, 4. Great Crossing, 3. Frederick Douglass, 1. Lexington Catholic, 2. First round opponent, Madison Southern. Bryan Station will be the 1. LCA will be the 2. 2, LCA. Therefore, Great Crossing will then play Bryan Station. First round opponent for Frederick Douglass. Madison Central will be the 1. Western Hills will be the 2. 1, Madison Central. Therefore, Lexington Catholic will play Western Hills. Any questions about anything before we finish up? All right, guys. Murray Garvin and Chris LeBar are here from Glycod. They actually live streamed the draw this morning. They're in the back. Before you leave, if you're willing, they would like to do some interviews with some coaches, talk about the upcoming regional tournament. So if you would stick around for a few minutes and meet with them in the back, they would love to do some interviews. Also, I have your participant passes. If your boys qualified and your girls didn't, or vice versa, make sure to get some guest passes as well. So here's the 40 participating passes for each participating school, and then we'll get the 10 guest passes right over with Coach Kenny. Thank you all for coming. Appreciate it. Good luck over the next week and a half.
Well, Dallas, thanks so much. We'll take a quick break, and Murray will join a guest. Again, you're watching the 11th Region Tournament Selection on Glycod.
First opened during the Great Depression, and we've been open for over 85 years now. Through everything that's come our way, we've stayed open by working to make life easier, better, and fresher. By making a real difference in the communities we serve. And by being the kind of place where your money always goes a little further. That's why we're open. Come see for yourself.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
The 11th Region Tournament Selection live on Glycod. Murray Garvin is back with Coach Page of Great Crossing. Guys, take it away.
Congratulations on your season.
Hey, thank you.
We're here at the 11th Region Draw with head coach Steve Page of Great Crossing. Coach, you've had an outstanding season. You've brought a lot of pride and just attention to basketball here in Kentucky. You guys have been all over the country playing. You've had great success. You have great players. You have great coaching staff. How do you feel you have a championship caliber first round game with Bryan Station?
I mean, was there a good draw? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's going to be a tough game no matter who we played. Right. So we knew that coming in. I'm a big fan of Moneyball, and in the movie, Billy Bean says to assistant, tells his assistant, said, one shot to the head or 2 to the chest. He's like, is that my only 2 choices? That's kind of the draw. Right. It didn't matter. All 3 teams we could potentially face were going to be tough.
Right. You've had a great season. What's the mindset of your team? Is there an eagerness, or is the expectations? How have they dealt with the expectations of such a great program?
Yeah, they've been phenomenal, honestly, because, previous years at this point of the year, especially last year, we kind of leveled, and we had 2 of our better practices last week, and then obviously really mature in the district. I mean, going in the district, we were the prohibitive favored without a doubt, but we still played to the level we needed to play coming into this game. They're taking it one at a time. They know they could potentially play 7, but our goal is to play 7 more games. At the same point, we're not looking past the next one. We knew Tuesday night we were going to have a tough game. Last week for us was about getting a home game. That's very important for us, getting a home game. So their mindset's awesome.
Good deal. Vince Dawson, Malachi Moreno, the 2 headliners of your basketball team. Both guys definitely college caliber players. How have they handled the pressures of being recruited at the highest level and still staying focused on the current season?
We've had a lot of coaches. I think Arkansas was in last night. We've had Kentucky, a bunch of people in watching Malachi. I've not heard Malachi say one word to me necessarily about who's in there to see him. He doesn't care. I mean, he cares. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he doesn't care, but he's focused on his team. He's focused on winning games. The recruitment will happen after the season. As far as this, I'm sure this summer he'll make a decision at some point, so he can go into next season not worrying about that. But he hasn't really said much of anything. I mean, I know he's going to the Kentucky game today, as a guest at Kentucky, but he's going to be focused on his teammates. We're having an activity together this afternoon, and they're looking forward to that. They love each other. Vince is the same way. Vince went to Miami last week, but he went to Miami, came back, focused back on his team. They haven't given any thought to their recruitment. They're 100% focused on how far can we go this year.
Absolutely, and that's a credit to their families and to you and the relationship that you have with them. Well, Coach, we're here with Coach Steve Page of Great Crossing. First round action versus Bryan Station in the 11th Region Basketball Tournament. Thank you.
Let's get real. We offer a lot of the same courses you'll find at a four-year college. But with our small classes and personal attention, you won't get lost in the crowd. College for the real world. College for your world.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Back here at Lafayette High School for the 11th Region Draw, and we just concluded, and I'm sitting here with Coach Alan Feldhouse, head boys basketball coach at Madison Central. Coach, end of the district tournament, now you turn the page to the 11th Region tournament. You got Frederick Douglass first round. How do you feel about your matchup with them?
There wasn't a good draw, I'll be quite honest, for us. It was either Great Crossing or Douglass or Lexington Catholic. We played all three of them. Truthfully, we played Great Crossing better than any of them. I think wow. It was a 5-point game against them, and I think it was 8 or 10 against Douglass. So we're just kind of outmanned against those teams this year with only 1 senior and 2 juniors on my roster right now, and losing my 5-man to a knee injury. It's kind of shorthanded, but hey, we'll show up.
Yeah, your outfit will definitely show up, and I have tremendous respect for you as a coach and what you've done there at Madison Central. This year in the region, everyone has the target on Great Crossings, but there's really a lot of great teams this year.
Oh gosh, they're only all your winners. And Madison Southern, the team we played last night, I mean, they've got 3 COVID seniors are their best players, and they had 19 and 20-year-olds out there playing against our 14 and 15-year-olds. I mean, they're good. I mean, they can score. And I think a lot of times that 44th district's kind of left out when you come to Lexington. I don't think people realize how good Madison Southern is, and I think they got a pretty good draw. And of course, everybody knows about Lexington Catholic. Anytime Brandon has 9 seniors on his team that's been in that system since the 3rd and 4th grade, they're going to be very good. And Frederick Douglass, of course, is just loaded with athletes. And
yes,
a lot of people say play them zone. Yeah, I'll play them zone. We never get a rebound if we play them zone. We don't play much zone at Madison Central anyway. Right. So we're gonna do what we always do.
Well, I often say with Frederick Douglass and Bryan Station, those are 2 teams that I've seen a lot this year. I say the possession begins when the shot goes up.
Oh, definitely, especially against a team like us. You got an Avion Chenault and Boone. They're like pogo sticks up there, and right. The Busen kid, I love him. I think he's their glue guy and does all the dirty work, and defensively he's great. Yeah, you're right. Their offense starts when the ball goes up on the rim.
Right. Well, Coach, we appreciate you taking time coming to talk to us here at Glycod, and good luck in the tournament. And we'll actually be doing your first round game over at Frederick Douglass. So I look forward to talking to you before game time and then seeing you next Tuesday night.
Sounds good. Appreciate it, Coach. All right.
Coach Feldhouse from Madison Central.
The reason I went to Traditional Bank, I just felt at peace. The atmosphere was different.
Anytime we need anything, Traditional Bank's always there for us. Can't say enough about them.
Tradition to me means integrity. That's what our product is based on. Just the way I did it 25 years ago, we're doing it now on a mass scale.
My name is Curtis Mackley, and I choose Traditional Bank because of the relationship we have formed with them and their integrity. Welcome to Mingy Beef Jerky.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Here at the 11th Region Draw with Coach Brandon Salzman of Lexington Catholic. Coach, congratulations on the district championship. It seems like you guys just collect those trophies over there at Catholic, but I know you can never take them for granted. You got a home game coming up here. Talk a little bit about your matchup.
Yeah, Western Hills, Jeff Cody's done such a good job up there. My nephew's played for him. He's a great coach and a great man, one of the best in the business. And, we're going to go to practice today and start getting ourselves focused on what we need to do. The Campbell young man is just a load. I mean, if you've seen him play, he is just a load on the inside. He'll be a tough matchup for us. Our bigs will have to play well. We'll have to get some of our youth and young sophomores ready to go just in case we get in foul trouble with them. But, they, of course, are going to have to go against our press and our speed. So it'll be a game of contrast. Can they handle our press and can we handle their size? So typical good basketball game for the first round in the 11th region.
Absolutely. I know a lot of people are putting the target on you and great crossing, and they're probably happy that you all are in opposite brackets. But I know a veteran coach like yourself, your primary concern is Western Hills.
Yeah, no doubt. You're a much smarter man than I am, that's for sure, because you said it exactly the way it should be. You can't go into the 11th region tournament ever without just looking one step in front of you. You just put your head down at the game you're looking at, focus on what you're doing, and don't worry about the next game until the first one's done, and that's what we're going to do. I mean, whatever the draw is, Douglas is on our side, Great Crossing on the other. Whoop-de-doo. Let's make sure we take care of Western Hills first and see what we can do after that.
Is your team healthy?
We took a little bit of a bang-up last night with one of our players, but we're going to head over to practice today and check him out and make sure he's okay. But even if it's not too bad, I think he'll play for sure. He's a senior. We've got those 9 seniors, so I think some of them would lose their arm right now and they'd still play in the game. So, we're going to be out there. We're going to try and put our best foot forward. And it's the deepest team I've had. So even if we don't, we've got a lot of depth and a lot of good players.
Like I told you a couple of weeks ago, we had your game at Frederick Douglass. Very impressive coaching job this year. I know that you're not done or satisfied by no stretch of the imagination. But again, I just wanted to tell you, great job this year coaching the team that you may have thought that you were going to have a really good team, but on the outside with the graduation of some very, very talented players that are now playing college basketball, I commend you again for the success you've had in the regular season and another district championship.
Well, thank you. That means a lot coming from you. I mean, I have a ton of respect for you and, what you did at Dunbar in those years and all the years that you were a college coach. So, I love my team. I wouldn't trade them for the Lakers. I don't want to coach LeBron anyway. But, they're great. They're fun to be around. They love each other. So we're going to put our best foot forward. And I think I said it last night, you're going to have to take our heart out of our chest to beat us. So I know that's the way this team wants to go. So we're going to see what we can do.
Well, here again with Coach Brandon Salzman of Lexington Catholic. Good luck in the 11th Region Tournament.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
This is your season to save on our incredible selection of new Kias from Cardtown Kia. You can't beat the powerful design of the new 2024 Sportage.
It's your choice. The new 2023 Kia Sportage, just $349 down and $349 per month, or the new 2023 Kia Sorento, just $349 down and $349 per month.
Unmatched design, performance, and savings all in one at Cardtown Kia and CardtownKiaUSA.com.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Here at the 11th Region Draw with the 43rd District Champion on the girls' side, Coach Jana Costner. Coach, congratulations on an outstanding season and capturing the district championship.
Thank you so much.
What is the mindset of your team? You know, I know it's been a couple of years since a district championship, not too many, but you're going into the region now with a home game. Can you tell me about your team?
I mean, the girls and I, we are pumped up about it. We're excited. We're just playing our game. That's it. We're sticking to what we know we can do really well. So, yeah.
Your first round matchup. Can you tell us about your matchup in the first round?
We have of the region.
Yes.
We have Henry Clay. We played them the first game of our season, and in that game, our senior Ashton Harris was not able to play. She had hurt her ankle pretty bad. So she wasn't able to play. My 7th grader, Isabel Ellison, also wasn't really fully into the mix at that point. So I feel like they're going to see a different team. They're going to see a different Tates Creek. So.
Right. Well, two of my favorite coaches on the women's side, yourself and Coach Gerard. A lot of energy you all put into the sidelines and coaching your team, so I'm sure it's going to be a great matchup between two really good programs and two very talented young head coaches. We want to wish you the best of luck in the region, Coach, and again, congratulations on the district championship, and remember, keep honking.
I will do that. Thank you.
All right, good luck. Coach Jana Costner of Tates Creek Girls Basketball.
Thank you.
Overly competitive brother. Psych. And I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh? Foul! And now you're ready to settle a score. Game over. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me. Thanks, bro. Take a lap, rookie.
Contact Louisville and Lexington Allstate agent Thomas Allen for a quote today. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Back here at the 11th Region Boys and Girls Basketball Draw Selection Show. It's like Selection Sunday over here, Selection Saturday. I'm here with 42nd District Champion Frederick Douglass boys basketball coach Stephon Harris. Coach, first of all, congratulations on capturing the championship last night.
Sir, absolutely.
It's always a good thing in the city when there's sold out gyms. I was told last night that the fire marshal said nobody else can get in.
Yes.
You guys, along with Bryan Station, and of course what Lexington Catholic does on this side of town, has revigorated high school basketball in the city. So congratulations on being a part of that. Going into region play, your team's peaking at the right time.
Absolutely.
What contributed that?
Just staying the course. We've had a lot of adversity this year, and we've been resilient and overcoming a lot of different guys that play. We've had a lot of different lineups, victim to two-fake and mono and other different obstacles that we've had to overcome, and now we finally got everybody back 100%, and we're starting to peak at the right time.
Well, that's what it's all about. And, you know, the man of character that you are, you didn't even mention your own personal adversity. You took over the program in what, September, October?
October.
Yeah, and so for you to be at this point, capturing a district title, going into the 11th Region tournament with the home game, it's a lot of credit to your perseverance as well. And I want to make sure to go on record to say that you haven't endured a lot and navigated a very difficult situation to get these guys back competing for another region championship.
Absolutely. I got a great staff, a great administration that has helped support. So it wasn't just me, and Coach Scarberry is still involved. So everybody came together. It's very inclusive, you know, and that's helped me, especially my first time being a head coach and dealing with a lot of the things that I haven't had to deal with in the past being an assistant.
Right. Well, you have three of the most talented players and one of the most unsung heroes that every coach that I talk to, all of them talk about Landon Busen.
Yes.
You know, and he's a glue guy for you, but the main attention is Surratt, Boone, and Chenault.
Absolutely.
You have three players that are very easily, in my eyes, top 20 players in the state of Kentucky.
Right.
How have you jailed those guys, like you said, with the sickness, in and out of lineups? The first time that Surratt has joined the group, how have you jailed them?
Just telling everybody to put their egos to the side. It's about we, not me. And I think everybody has bought into that throughout the season. We also got other kids that Noah Jones, other guys that have played in the past that were injured and now they came back. But I think the biggest thing is these guys have been there before. Logan, Melo, and Avion, this is their third year. They all played as freshmen and went to the regional finals. So the experience helped a lot. So that leadership in the locker room and on the court has helped a lot.
Absolutely. You got to match up with Madison Central, one of the most well-respected programs in the state of Kentucky, led by head coach Feldhaus. Have you guys played this year, and how was that game?
Yes, we played. We squeaked it out by maybe 5 points, I believe. It's always tough playing against Allen. We've been battling against him since 2002 when I was at Bryan Station, battled against him when I was at Dunbar. Great deal of respect for that man and his staff. It's going to be a tough one. It's not anything easy.
Well, good thing you have it over at the farm.
Absolutely.
And Glycod will be there live for your first round game. So, Coach, again, congratulations on the district championship and good luck in the region tournament.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
All right.
Overly competitive brother. Psych, and I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh? Foul! And now you're ready to settle a score. Game over. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me. Thanks, bro. Take a lap, rookie.
Contact Louisville and Lexington Allstate agent Thomas Allen for a quote today. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Here at Lafayette High School for the 11th Region Draw, sitting here with Coach True from Madison Central Girls Basketball. Coach, you got a first-round matchup with Great Crossing. Tell me a little bit about that matchup and how you feel about going into the 11th Region Tournament.
Well, there's no easy games in the 11th, and we know that. They've played really well. They've won, I think, 6 of their last 8 or something like that. So they've had a really strong finish to the season. Played Franklin County really tough last night. So we've got our hands full on Monday.
Yeah, I was able to do one of your games. I believe it was versus Henry Clay. Frederick Douglass. Yeah, the Frederick Douglass game. Very impressed with how scrappy your girls are, how hard they play, and very organized. So it's a credit to your coaching staff and how you've managed your program. Tell me, coming out of the district, coming to Great Crossing, being in the region tournament, what's the enthusiasm level of your program?
Well, we're pretty excited. It was a really tough game last night to win the district over Southern. You know, they'd beaten us earlier in the year, and they were missing a starter who's back now and healthy. So a really good win for us last night. Played really well. So we're pretty excited. Probably going to be a little tired today, but we got to get over that. And now we got to get ready to go on Monday because Great Crossing is really good with Skierman and Tierney and that group, and they're going to press us and try to turn us over and make us play. So we've got our, like I said, we got our hands full, and we got some work to do over the next 2 days.
Well, you got a home game, so you got to rally the student body to come out and support, especially with the boys on the road on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So I know what it entails about trying to get the students to turn out for a home region tournament game. Coach, we want to wish you the best of luck. Congratulations on the district championship, and why not Madison Central?
Yeah, well, I hope so. That's what we're telling our kids. You know, you're 96 minutes from Rupp Arena now. I said most of you spend that much time on TikTok a day, so let's go get it. So.
That's pretty good. Well, Coach, good luck to you, and we'll see you in the next round.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
The reason I went to Traditional Bank, I just felt at peace. The atmosphere was different.
Anytime we need anything, Traditional Bank's always there for us. Can't say enough about them.
Tradition to me means integrity. That's what our product is based on. Just the way I did it 25 years ago, we're doing it now on a mass scale.
My name is Curtis Mackley, and I choose Traditional Bank because of the relationship we have formed with them and their integrity. Welcome to Mingy Beef Jerky.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Back here at Lafayette High School for the 11th Region Draw, sitting here with Bryan Station head boys basketball coach Champ Ligon. Coach, we were just talking about sleep deprivation. You're in the region tournament. It's on to the next one, and you probably got a championship caliber game in the first round going up against Great Crossing.
Right, nothing like starting off with the number one team in the state, 7'1", D1 future player, along with a couple of their other guys. Yeah, it's going to be a challenge, but you know what? You take care of that one, things open up a little bit.
Absolutely. It's going to be an incredible atmosphere over at Great Crossing when two really strong programs, especially this year, match up in the first round. How is the mood of your team after a disappointing loss in the district championship last night?
Well, I don't know about the mood of the team. I know about my mood. My mood's not good. I'm a little angry, a little frustrated. Hopefully the guys are too, and we'll get back to work, and we'll see what happens Tuesday night.
I totally understand. Sometimes young people, like you said, get over losses pretty easily. For a coach, it sticks to your ribs a little bit. Do you have practice scheduled for today?
Actually, we gave them off today. We'll come back tomorrow at 1, come back after school Monday. Today will be a lot of film watching, a lot of gearing up for the next 2 days, get ready to play this game. I think one of the things really hurt us last couple games, we hadn't rebounded like we normally do, and that's a real concern.
Well, if anybody can get it straightened out, I know that you can. I look for a great matchup with Great Crossing. And, Coach, we wish you the best of luck. And you've been a joy to watch this season, and I hope to catch another game over at Dunbar after the first round.
Well, I really appreciate that, Coach, man. We've had some good battles ourselves. You pretty much came up on the right side of those, but no, I was trying on my side. But, hey, I really appreciate that. I got a great group. I think they'll bounce back. We really hadn't been in that situation last night. It's been a while for Station to get into a district championship game, whereas Douglas, on the other hand, it's old hat for them, and I think that was part of it.
Coach, most people don't even think about that. The pressures of a championship game when you haven't been there and what it means to the young people that's participating in those games is major.
It is. Everything's a growth process, and sometimes you got to get to a place, fail, try again, fail, finally going to push through there, succeed, and then you keep going up to the next level.
That is a great point, Coach. I lost a final championship game in the MEAC championship in 2016 to a team that was coming on a repeat, and I thought the experience of the moment was the difference in my team and theirs. And even from a coaching standpoint, they got us because they had been there and they were used to the pressure of the moment. In the last few minutes of the game, I thought experience played a factor. And it's something that coaches realize. Fans, they'll never be satisfied unless you want to win. You win the last game of the season, and only one team does that. Right. So you can't please everybody. But again, Coach, a great turnaround season in year 3 of you coming back into the program at Bryan Station. I believe your program is on the trajectory that you're aiming for, and maybe that loss can propel them past Great Crossing. And I don't like to talk about championships and tournaments. It's one game at a time.
Right.
So you got 32 minutes to move on or send the uniforms to the cleaners.
Right. And win or lose, we'll be right back at it.
Absolutely.
Right back at it. I got a great group, and they're hard workers, gym rats. So, like I say, win or lose, man, we'll just keep building for the future.
Coach, good luck.
Thank you so much.
And we'll see you down the road.
All right. See me Tuesday night.
All right. I like it.
Let's get real. We offer a lot of the same courses you'll find at a four-year college. But with our small classes and personal attention, you won't get lost in the crowd. College for the real world. College for your world.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Back here at Lafayette High School to conclude the 11th Region selection show for the boys and girls tournament, sitting here with Lexington Herald Leader sports columnist Jared Peck.
You always promote me. I'm not a columnist, but I'm.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and promote you. You're covering high school ball. You cover everything moving in the city sports wise. Big amount of respect for what you do covering high school sports here in Fayette County. 11th Region is set. The brackets are set on both sides. Let's touch on the girls' bracket first. Who do you see? What's the matchup that gets the most attention from you?
I think Henry Clay Tates Creek in the first round is probably the toughest matchup for each team. I don't think Franklin County is going to have to go through Madison Southern and then maybe Tates Creek or Henry Clay. That's the toughest side of the bracket, I think, going forward. I think Douglas would think it likes its drawing Lafayette, and it beat them earlier this year. And Douglas only had 11 turnovers last night, and turnovers is their bugaboo. Right. If they turn it over 20 times, they're going to have a hard time moving forward. But if they turn it over like 10, they're tough to handle. They didn't make any shots last night, and they won by 11 points or something like that. Wow.
I was not able to attend the game last night, but I do know one constant for Frederick Douglass is the rebounding of Ayanna Darrington, the 11th Region Player of the Year. She gives them a chance every night.
Yeah. And she did last night. She made her free throws down the stretch. She was 10 for 11 from the line in the second half. I think they shot like 25% and won the game. So wow. That's getting to the free throw line and making those shots last night was the big difference.
Would you say that Douglas is the favorite?
If they can control their turnovers, they'll be tough to beat. But playing against Franklin County knows what you do well and takes it away. Mm-hmm. So they have some size. They can rebound too, and they can take. I think they can take everybody else away on Franklin County's team. The way they defend. Okay. And they're not going to shoot themselves. That's not what they typically do. They make you beat them. They're not going to beat themselves. And on the flip side of that, Frederick Douglass sometimes will help you beat them.
Right.
And so if they can overcome that, they've got a real shot to defend their region title. But if they can't, it's going to be Franklin County for the third time in 4 years.
Well, as you can see, it's an exciting bracket on the girls' side. There's a lot of big games on both sides of the bracket, and maybe Franklin County and Douglas, we'll see. It'll be a tough road for both teams, especially with the home games and then everybody moving to Dunbar for the semifinal round. On the boys' side, Jared, the matchup that is going to grab everyone's attention is the first round game between Great Crossing and Bryan Station. Both teams have not played each other this season. Very contrasting styles, but also a lot of similarities in size outside of Malachi Moreno.
Right.
How do you see that matchup?
Well, Bryan Station has to learn from the lesson they had last night when Douglas went zone, packed it in, and didn't let Amari Owens go downhill. So they have to learn that lesson. Now, I think Bryan Station is talented enough to compete with Great Crossing, even with their size. Great Crossing sometimes gets the ball stuck too and has trouble finding a basket, even though they should be able to go inside out and get those three-pointers and get rebounds and shot blocks. Bryan Station is a momentum team, and if they do get going downhill and Amari Owens is allowed to get into the lane, it's going to be a long night for Great Crossing, win or lose.
Well, if there's any guard in the city that can get Moreno in foul trouble, it's the penetration and finishing ability of Amari Owens. He is a dynamic finisher around the rim, and he draws contact, and he's the biggest nightmare for a post player when he's attacking the rim. So that could be a very key factor to that ball game. Also on the other side, you have Lexington Catholic versus Western Hills, and then you have Frederick Douglass and Madison Central.
Yes, and I think Douglass is still the most dangerous and overlooked team. They can defend every position, even though they don't have any size. They can protect the rim, and they can make shots. And every player on their team has been part of most of this 5 straight district championship runs. They've been a part of a few of them. They went to the state semis last year. That team has got some heart and some courage, and you saw it last night when they played Bryan Station. They'd been there and done that.
Right.
And somebody's going to have to take it from them. So I think it's the same thing with the 11th Region Championship. I think Douglas, once they get past, if they get past Madison Central on Monday or Tuesday, that game against Lexington Catholic could be something else. And even if Madison Central is hard to get through too, and Lex Catholic has had nightmares with Madison Central in past tournaments. Right. So, but I really like Douglas as a dark horse to repeat, even though they took 10 or so losses this year and have been overshadowed a bit by all the illnesses and injuries that they've had. I think they're the most dangerous team in the tournament.
Now, I don't want to go without mentioning the matchup with LCA and Madison Southern. Madison Southern has 3 of the best scoring guards in the region, led by Jay Rose and then the 2 twins down there. Those guys can fill it up. They actually pushed me into retirement. I had to go to Madison Southern last year, and the whole town of Berea was in that gym, and it's a tough atmosphere to play in. But if anybody can do it, LCA is a team that may not have had the regular season that everyone anticipated, but they're still there, and it can be a tough out.
Yeah, I think Madison Southern is going to be a tough out for anybody, and it's going to be tough in that side of the bracket because they also have experience getting to a region semifinal, and a lot of their players have been there and done that, and have they've got loads of experience. I mean, some of those seniors are 5th-year seniors,
right.
And so they're going to be tough.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, here with Jared Peck from the Herald Leader. We look forward to a great 11th Region tournament. Glycod will be in the first, second round all the way through to Dunbar for championship nights on the girls and boys side. I'm going to toss it back to Chris Labor in the studio. Chris, coming back to you.
Well, Murray, thanks so much, Jared. Thank you guys so much. We look forward to all of the coverage starting on Tuesday. We'll have Madison Central versus Frederick Douglass, and then the semis on Thursday on through the conclusion. Next Tuesday, Glycod.com, the exclusive rights holder for the 2024 11th Region Tournament. Thank you so much for joining us today on the 11th Region Tournament Selection Show. For Murray Garvin and our producer, Steve Bird, I'm Chris Labar. Good afternoon from Lafayette High School.
From Glycod, this has been IBEW Local 369, Central Kentucky High School Basketball. IBEW 369, power up your potential. Tonight's game was brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Never underestimate you. CSL Plasma, do the amazing, help save lives. Meyer, higher standards, lower prices. Traditional Bank, because who you bank with matters. And by Community Action of Lexington, Martin's Peterbilt, Lexington Outdoor and Power Equipment, and Allstate Insurance Agent Thomas Allen.
Visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.